The fifth adventure with the cat. Zombie apocalypse survival. Smarter than humans. Raised by gorillas. Roblox chaos and Minecraft madness. What if a cat lived in a zombie apocalypse? Day 1. You wake up not to an alarm clock, but to silence. No cars, no voices, only a faint rustle behind the door. The cat is already on top of the. He understood before you did. Slow footsteps in the hallway. The smell of decay. The cat doesn't hiss. He watches. 1 week later, food is gone. Cans are rare. The cat goes out at night, where you're afraid to even breathe. He is silent. He moves between zombies like a shadow. To them, he's too fast, too alive. In the morning, he brings back prey. Not a mouse. A rat from a supermarket basement. Month 3. The city is dead, but the rooftops aren't. That's cat territory. They see everything. Jump from balcony to balcony. Humans hide below. Cats stay above. Sometimes they guide you through shortcuts. Sometimes they vanish if you make noise. Now you are their pet. 1 year later, zombies are slow. Cats are not. They've learned to distract, to scratch, to lure hordes into dead ends. Some wear bells around their necks, not for decoration. So you know, danger is near. 3 years later, the strongest didn't survive. The smartest didn't survive. The ones who survived had a cat. Because in a world of the dead, the best guy is the one who always walked alone.
What if your cat became smarter than you? Day 1. You notice a strange look. Too aware. Your cat no longer chases shadows. He observes, calculates, waits. At night, you hear the door click open by itself. 1 week later, the bowl is empty, but he doesn't ask for food. He turns on the faucet, drinks from a glass. The TV remote disappears. Now he chooses the channel, and somehow it's always documentaries. 1 month later, your cat learns to open the fridge. Then he orders food using your phone. A delivery notification pops up, "Hey," with your card. Month 3, he trains you. You wake up at the first meow. You close the windows. You buy toys he approves by pushing links onto your laptop screen. 1 year later, the house runs by his rules. The scratching post stands in the center of the living room. More practical, the couch is replaced. The wallpaper too. The neighbor's dog no longer barks. It obeys. 5 years later, people notice something strange. Cats everywhere are too smart. They don't conquer the planet. Too much effort. They simply manage it. Quietly, one evening, your cat sits across from you, stares directly into your eyes. And for the first time, you're not sure who the pet is.
What if a cat were raised by gorillas? Day 1. A tiny kitten opens his eyes not in a cardboard box but in the jungle. Dense foliage all around, heavy footsteps. An enormous gorilla picks him up, not with her teeth, with her hands. The kitten hisses, then freezes. His heart pounds loudly, almost like theirs. A week later, he no longer meows. He purrs low, almost growls. He tries beating his chest with his paws. It looks funny, but it's loud. Instead of a couch branches. Instead of a litter box the earth, he climbs vines faster than anyone, because he's lighter and more flexible. 3rd month, the kitten sleeps in the center of the troop. The gorillas have accepted him. He mirrors their gestures, their gaze, their strength. When a predator appears in the jungle, the cat doesn't hide. He steps forward, small but confident, and suddenly the fastest in the group. 1 year later, he is no longer a domestic fluffball. He is a compact fighter. Muscles beneath his fur, a leap from tree to tree. He guards the infants. He hisses so sharply that birds burst from the canopy. 3 years later, humans find him by accident. The cat does not go to them. He stands beside the silverback calm. Back straight, because he was not taught to beg, he was taught to protect. And now before you is not just a cat. Before you stands a gorilla in a feline body. What if a cat ended up inside the game Roblox? Day 1. Loading. The cat jumps onto the keyboard. The screen flashes. The world changes. Instead of a room, a cubic city. Its paws are square. Its tail is pixelated. It looks at itself. Jumps. Gravity feels different. Players stop. A new character. No. He's alive. 1 week later. Adaptation. Parkour across blocks without fear. He clears difficult maps on the first try. Balances on the edge of platforms, knocks opponents off with a casual bump. His nickname is Real Cat. He doesn't read the rules. He tests the boundaries. Month 3. Popularity. People talk about him on every server. Players build houses for him, buy skins, give him accessories. But the cat leaves. Today, survival mode. Tomorrow, pet simulator. Then, his own map. where he is the master of heights. 1 year later, system glitch. Developers are confused. Algorithms can't understand his decisions. He finds bugs, walks through textures, jumps where you're not supposed to. Videos of him reach millions of views. 3 years later, legend, he is no longer just an avatar. He is part of digital history. Because even inside code, a cat remains a cat, free, curious, and always above everyone else. If you want, I can also make it sound more like a movie trailer, or turn it into a short Roblox-style story narration even more dramatic. What if a cat ended up inside the game Minecraft? Day 1. A new world. The cat jumps onto the keyboard. The screen flashes. The world breaks into cubes. Instead of a room, endless blocks of grass. The trees are square. The sky is flat. The cat looks at its paws. They are blocky too. It takes a step. The block makes a dry sound. In the distance, a creeper hisses. The cat becomes alert. This world is strange, but jumping here is convenient. A week later, strange encounters. The cat explores a village. Suddenly, panic. A baby zombie rides a chicken and chases a villager. A strike. The villager falls. The cat watches from the side. This world is harsher than it seems. Later, along the road, a pig wearing a crown runs past. The cat follows it with its eyes. Month 3. The portal. The cat now lives on rooftops. It finds a strange fortress. Stone corridors. Eyes of Ender placed in frames. The portal is activated. The cat looks down. Purple emptiness. It takes a step and disappears. A year later, the battle. The Ender Dragon circles in the sky. Black towers. Crystals shining. The cat jumps between obsidian pillars. It destroys one crystal, then another. The dragon dives, but the cat is faster. One precise leap, a strike, a flash of light. 3 years later, a legend, players enter the world. The dragon is gone. The portal is open, and on the highest tower of the end sits a cat, calm. Because even in a world of blocks, someone must stand at the top, and today that someone is a cat.